everyone, I'm here today with my fitness journey / some Q&A and just kind of share with you guys, I don't know, talk about weight and weight gaining and losing weight and all of that. I am here today to tell you guys a little bit about my workout, fitness, health journey, as well as answer a ton of questions that you guys had and asked me on Instagram. So I'm going to do a really quick kind of like intro about what my last few years has looked like as far as working out, weight gain, weight loss, all of that. Tell you a little bit about my body, and then I'm going to get into answering your guys' questions. So to start off, I'm very short. A lot of people tend to think that I'm like 5'6", 5'7", and then they meet me and they're like, you are like a little tiny thing. And it's true. I'm 5'1", I'm very short. Not most of my life, all of my life, I've been very small, very petite, and yeah, that's kind of like my body type. It's been petite and small. My whole life, I have always been like a size, I'm sorry, just went back through puberty. So my whole life, I have been basically a size 00, and I'm going by American Eagle jeans standards because those are the only jeans I wear. They're the only ones that make them in a size short that actually fit me. But I mean, for my whole adult life, with the exception of when I was pregnant, I've been a 00. And so I've always just been really tiny, really small. I'd probably be what you would consider like skinny fat. So just skinny, but not like a ton of muscle definition, in my opinion. Now, I've always had a little bit more like abs that show, and a lot of you guys always wanted to see like fitness videos, even when I hadn't worked out in months, because you said my arms looked fit. So thank you very much for that, because I haven't thought they looked fit, but I appreciate you guys thinking that they do. So anyways, in my opinion, I have always been skinny fat. For years, I didn't wear shorts. I didn't wear skirts or dresses because I hated the way my legs looked. And yeah, I mean, I've always concentrated mostly on abs, but in the last probably 6 months, I've been really wanting to grow a booty. Now, with social media, Instagram, all of that, it's really easy to get body envy of other girls or guys, and I have a few Instagram accounts that I follow that I'm just like, booty envy. And so with that, I'm like, okay, that's something I can do. If I work out, work hard, I can grow myself a nice badonkadonk. And I'm all for that. I think that it's great. And so I've always wanted one, and you know, I'd sit in my bed and eat donuts and be like, oh, why can't my body look like that? Well, it's because I'm sitting in bed eating donuts and I'm not working out or working on trying to get the body that I want in a healthy way. And so probably about a month and a half ago, I decided to get real serious about it. I've gone through fads where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work out, and I work out for 2-3 days, and then like I stop working out for 4 or 5 months, and then like I get a spurt of energy and I want to work out for 2 or 3 days, and then I don't work out for another 6 months. So for me to be on like a month and a half of like a very diligent, disciplined workout schedule is something very new to me, and it has been the most challenging but most rewarding thing that I've stuck to. I've noticed a lot of change in my body, and I've really been loving the results. So a lot of that came with eating different foods and then being really disciplined about working out. With that comes a lot of, I think, psychological like conflict. Is that the right term? I don't quite know how to explain it. Just kind of like this psychological struggle. That's a good way to put it. The psychological struggle, because like I said before, always been small, always been a 00 my whole life. Always weighed about 110 max, with the exception of when I was pregnant. When I went through my divorce, I lost a ton of weight. I was probably like 103. I was very I don't think I looked overly skinny, but a lot of you guys had obviously noticed I lost a lot of weight. When I get super stressed, I don't eat. So I went from like an average of like 110, 113 down to like 103, and I've been that for the last 2 years. Prior to working out, I look at the scale and I'm probably like 113, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit more than I've been used to. Start working out, working my butt off. actually working my butt on because it's getting bigger, you know what I'm saying? So working out so hard and choosing like better foods to eat, going from like 2 or 3 Dutch Bros coffee that has like 700 calories to hardly even having half of one, and going on the scale and seeing 125, and I literally could have cried. 125 pounds, the most I've ever weighed without being pregnant, and working out really hard, eating healthy food, and on top of that, no longer fit into my 00 jeans. Now I'm into a size 0. Now, yes, I get it. Those numbers are not big on the scale. Those are very small pant size. I get it. But no matter what pant size you are, when you feel like you're working out so hard and you're seeing the number go up on the scale and you're seeing your pant size go up, like it messes with your head. Now, logically, I get it. I'm working out, my butt is getting bigger, which is what I wanted. My butt is growing and it's getting muscular and it's just like popping like it never had before. And my thighs are getting muscular. And while they're getting leaner, they're getting muscular, they're losing the fat. They are still getting a little bit bigger. And my waist is getting smaller, which is awesome. But with the fat converting to muscle and also muscle getting bigger, the weight is going to go up. And so that was a really hard thing for me for a few times of looking at the scale and a few times having to try on my jeans. It's summer, it's hot. I'm putting those shorts on and they're not going up past my thighs. It's really easy to get super discouraged by that. And even though logically you understand, I work out, I want to grow a butt, my butt's getting bigger, I'm gaining more muscle, my fat's going away, I'm loving the way my body looks, but the number on the scale goes up and my pant size goes up. It's really easy to get down on that, especially if you're into sizes and you've been the same size the whole time and you're working out and you're going up. So that's been a struggle for me, and I just want to share that because honestly, you hear about people gaining weight and because they're not eating and not exercising and they're gaining weight. Or you hear about people who work out really hard and they lose a lot of weight. But I've never heard anybody talk about, the internal struggle of working out really hard and gaining weight and going up in pant sizes. And it may sound silly, but I think it's a real thing that you can feel that is obviously psychological. But it can make you super discouraged. And so I want to encourage you, if you are working out and you are going up in pant sizes and you are gaining weight, don't be discouraged. And it's been something that I've had to be like, okay, I'm getting the body that I want. I'm working super hard to have the best body that I've ever had, to be in the best shape of my life. And yeah, who cares what the number on the scale says and who cares what my pant size is? Now, that's super hard because I've always been the tiniest little person. And so to not be the tiniest little person in my own mind because the sizes are going up, it's like a constant struggle. So I just want to encourage you guys that if that is the case, then trust me, you're not alone. And I get it. I fully get it. And so that's been like something I've been kind of working through. I've never struggled with eating disorder. And I've never really been too hard on my body before or like look down on my body. But I think that it's really easy to get on that fine line of like looking at other girls on Instagram or, whatever, social media and comparing yourself. But what I want to encourage you guys is don't cross the fine line of being envious and to where it's unhealthy. And you're comparing yourself, but use it more to fuel you and encourage you and motivate you to wanting to make healthy changes in your life and to work harder and to just obviously do it in a healthy way. And don't do it where you're just not eating or you're just working yourself out and pushing yourself past your limits. Like, know your body, know what your limits are, and do it in a healthy way. And I think for me, a turning point was the girl that I follow on Instagram religiously is Katy Hearn Fit, and I'm actually doing her workout plan. She has a summer challenge and a spring challenge, winter challenge. I think she does it for each season. Anyway, she posted a spring challenge. I missed that, but you could just buy the plan for $100. And Tells you all the workouts that you need to do, and it's an 8-week plan. And I was looking at before and after pictures, and I was just amazed at all of these women who just had these massive body transformations in 8 weeks. And so I bought it for $100. Katy Hearn Fitness has no idea who I am, but her workouts are so amazing. And I'm on week 3. So in the 3 weeks that I've been doing that, plus a few weeks prior that I was working out without this, I just have seen huge improvement in the way my body looks. And it's for me, the turning point was sitting in my bed, eating junk food, drinking my 700 calorie coffee, probably the second or third one of the day, and going, I want to be in the best shape of my life. Obviously, I am in a very serious relationship, and marriage is put on the table, and I want to be in the best shape of my life on my wedding day. I want to have a backless dress, and I want my back to look amazing. I want my arms to look amazing. I want my butt to look great. I want to look super hot on my honeymoon. I want to continue to be in great shape when I get pregnant again, and continue to just live a really healthy life. Obviously, I am not going like hardcore bodybuilder, fitness competition mode, but I'm going like, Kassie, let's be in the best shape of your life. And my goal is to have it by the time I get married, which hopefully sometime next year, and just maintain that healthy lifestyle and eating healthier foods, getting good sleep, drinking lots of water, and keeping fitness and working out part of my daily routine. And I think it's so helpful. And the more that I am working out and I'm seeing the changes in my body, the more I'm mindful of what I actually eat, and I choose healthier things over junk food. I have a massive sweet tooth. Anybody that knows me knows I'm obsessed with my Dutch Bros, German chocolate freeze with whipped cream. Those things are 700 calories a piece, and I would get 2 or 3 a day. Now I find it's hard for me to even drink one of them. I can barely get half of one down, which is huge for me because I've been addicted to those things for years. Literally years. I think the first Dutch Bros drink I had was in 2004. So we're talking a long time of hardcore Dutch Bros. Dutch Bros freeze. That stuff is good, but it is fattening. And so for me to not even crave it anymore is huge. It's a really big deal. May not sound like a big deal, but it's a big deal. I don't drink alcohol hardly ever, maybe once every 4 to 6 months. I don't really drink soda, maybe once every 4 to 6 months. For the most part, I eat pretty healthy. I have incorporated 2 things into my normal everyday routine. 3 things if you include eating breakfast, because I used to never eat breakfast, and it's really hard for me to choke breakfast down, but I work really hard at it. Most of the time it's honestly either some Noosa yogurt, which that's not the best option for yogurt, or peanut butter toast with raspberries and blueberries, or with bananas. If you're gonna work out in the morning, that's a great pre-workout snack, I guess, is peanut butter toast and some bananas on it. And then I have been I hate protein. I have never found a protein I like until I found this. Again, this is from just following girls on Instagram and seeing a ton of people post about the Slender blend. Now I'm sure their posts were sponsored. Again, Protein World doesn't know who I am, but this is the chocolate Slender blend. I love this. It's vegetarian, gluten-free, soy-free, and there's no aspartame in it. Non-GMO, and it has 139 calories per shake, and then whatever your milk that you choose to put in there, or water, and it has 23 grams of protein, 8 grams of sugar. So really love this. It's delicious. It tastes like Dutch Bros chocolate milk if you're familiar with that. Very creamy, isn't chalky, and I absolutely love this. So I find if I'm really craving something super sweet, like a coffee, like my sweet sugary coffees, I'll just drink one of these, and it totally takes care of that craving. I don't really like tea very much, but I'm trying to enjoy tea a little bit more, and I've actually enjoyed these. These are the Teami Teas. They sent these to me, but this is not sponsored. They did give me a coupon code, but I am not getting paid to talk about these. So there's a coupon code down below if you are interested, but this is their skinny tea and their colon cleanse. It's their detox packet, and the skinny tea you take every morning. before you eat anything. And then the colon tea you do every other night. This will make you have to go to the bathroom the next day. So when you take this, just be prepared to have a toilet around, because you will have to go number 2 quite a few times. I know that's TMI, but honestly, it's true. You do. You poop a lot. And it does help kind of clean out your system, especially if you are eating a ton of crap and trying to go into eating a little bit healthier, a little bit more clean and working out. It's good to kind of like clean out your innards. And I have found that this is a great way to do it. It doesn't make you crampy though, so it's not going to be like a laxative where you're like have uncontrollable bowel movements and you're like having explosions. That will not happen. At least it hasn't happened for me. This is the second bags that I've gone through, like the second packet, and I really like it. The tea just tastes kind of like regular herbal tea. There's not really too much flavor to it, honestly, but I really like it, and I have noticed that the skinny tea does help kind of curb my appetite in the morning and make me less like starving, that starving feeling. And it's supposed to boost your metabolism as well. And this does clean out your innards. So if you're looking for a good like detox tea, I've tried a few other ones and they were okay. That one I actually really enjoy and continue to repurchase. So love that. And those are 2 things that I've kind of added into my like daily. Go over to Instagram. We're going to answer some of your questions. Okay, so I was going to go through and read each name and each comment, but there's quite a few questions and I want to get through as many as I can, and a lot of them are the same. So I'm just going to kind of go through here and answer any questions that I haven't already answered, you know, at the beginning of this video. This one I do want to mention, Losing It 2014. She said that she is 160 pounds down. She has lost 160 pounds and she's working on that last 30. So I am so proud of you. Girl, I am so proud of you. That is amazing. And she asks, how often do I work out and what do I focus at the gym? I work out Monday through Friday, and I do different body focuses, different parts of the body every day. So today's Monday. I worked out hamstrings, booty, and cardio. And then tomorrow is going to be, I think, chest, core, and shoulders, I think. So in the Katy Hearn Fitness workout program, she has it broken down to what you do each week, each day, and I just kind of go by that. Basically, you don't want to work legs out every day. You don't want to work out arms every day. So you kind of split it up, and I throw in cardio in there, which is something that I never used to really do. I think a lot of the workouts and weightlifting I do is high intensity, but I've never really incorporated treadmill or elliptical or Stairmaster into my workout, mainly because I hate to run. I absolutely despise running. I wish I could be one of those people that loves to run, but I'm just not. And I've started doing that, and I've noticed a huge difference in the my love handle area is an area I've been wanting to improve on, and I've noticed that that has gone down significantly since I started incorporating like running on a treadmill. I think I do it 3 days a week, and now we're into the 3rd week of it. How often do you do cardio or strength training? So every day is strength training, and I think 3 days a week I do cardio, and those will vary from like Stairmaster, the bike, which I can't do the bike for very long because it starts to hurt my knees, so I end up going over to the treadmill. And then the treadmill is usually 20 minutes, and it's interval sprints, so 30-second sprints running as fast as you can, a minute rest, 30-second sprints. And I do that 6 times, and then I walk at an incline for the rest of the time until I hit the 20-minute mark. All right, my favorite workouts and machines at the gym. I honestly love doing legs. It's the most challenging for me, but I love it, and I love doing abs. So anything that really works. I've been loving deadlifts lately. I really enjoy that. Cable kickbacks I really like. If you go on Instagram and hashtag cable kickbacks or KH cable kickbacks, you'll see what they are. Those things work your booty so good. The next one is, what do you eat regularly? Do you count calories, and what is your typical workout like? I eat for breakfast. I already told you what that is. My lunch is usually leftovers from dinner the night before, and for dinner I like to do a lot of chicken. I cook a lot of tri-tip, and then I'll eat that with some like broccolini. Ted is a huge noodle fan, so I eat noodles a little bit more than I should, and I'm trying to cut back on that. I really love salmon, so I will do grilled salmon with lettuce and cut up apples, blueberries, pomegranates, avocado, and then you just sprinkle lemon juice on it, and you don't use any salad dressing. It's so good, so healthy, so filling. A lot of brown rice. I try to post on Snapchat a lot of what I eat, so if you're not following me on there, you need to follow me on Snapchat so you can know these things. And counting calories. I count my macros. So there's an app, MyFitnessPal, which Katy Hearn in her program suggests downloading, so I did, and I put everything in there and it calculates it for you, because most foods are in the MyFitnessPal like little book thing. So it kind of calculates it all for you. I don't pay too much attention to it, although I do try to stay under the calorie count, which the Katy Hearn fitness plan, you go by macros, and you can calculate your macros on her website. I'll link it down below. Again, not sponsored by Katy Hearn. She doesn't know I exist, but if you'd like to tell her that I said hi, go for it. The calories are going to be different for everybody. I highly recommend looking up a macro or a calorie counter based on your weight, your height, how much you exercise, and if you're trying to maintain or lose weight or gain weight. So it's going to vary for everybody. Obviously, the more you're working out, the higher intensity workout you're doing, you're going to need to fuel your body more than if you're like maybe working out only twice a week and you're sitting at an office a lot. You're probably going to do less calories versus somebody who has a very active lifestyle. So it's going to vary for everybody. When is the best time to work out? How do you stay motivated to keep working out? And I work out in the morning. Half the week I work out at 6:45 in the morning. Then the days that I have Ethan, I work out whenever I can have somebody watch him for an hour so I can go to the gym. I wish I could work out in the evening. It just doesn't work with my schedule with Ethan, because sometimes after working out I'm so exhausted I literally just want to go to bed. So it takes everything in me to not go home and take a nap. What is your best tips for someone who is interested in fitness but may have a hard time staying motivated? And what do you let yourself cheat on? And you eat health-conscious meals every day. Really, the best motivation is just reminding yourself of why you're doing it. Whether it's for a fitness goal, whether it's just a healthier lifestyle, whether you're like trying to get into those, like your favorite pair of jeans or your favorite dress or your favorite skirt or whatever it is, just keeping that in the forefront. Like my motivation is I want to be in the best shape of my life. I want to be looking the best that I've ever looked on my wedding day. That is honestly my goal. And no, I'm not getting married this year, so like there's no like secret ring hidden or anything like that. But there will be a wedding coming hopefully soon. So honestly, like that's my motivation, and it's hard. There's some days that I'm like, I seriously can't even want to. And then I'm like, okay, I know that I'm gonna be so happy once I work out. It's just like kind of the hard part is getting there. And so I set my alarm and I have my workout clothes. Okay, that's another thing. This sounds silly, but having cute workout clothes really does make you want to work out a little bit more. So I go to Victoria's Secret. I buy the Victoria's Secret pink. Dick's Sporting Good has some really cute stuff. Forever 21 has some cute stuff. So honestly, having cute workout stuff makes me want to work out. And to drink more water, having cute water bottles help me work out. This says, I don't sweat, I sparkle. I most definitely sweat now that I'm working out and doing these workouts. They make me sweat. But I got this at Rue 21 for $6, and it's a ton of water. So I go through so much more water now that I drink less coffee. And I try to eat healthy every day. I find the more that I work out, the more I am making better choices on what to feed my body. And what do I let myself cheat on? I love chocolate, so every once in a while I'll crave like a little piece of chocolate. So my freezer has like a chocolate section, and I'll just go get a little piece. Or if I want something sweet, I'll just get some berries and like a little bit of whipped cream. And that is honestly fixes my craving. So another question is, what type of workout routines have you tried and how do they compare to what you're doing now? I've done a ton of the beach body workouts and I've done a ton of YouTube videos, and they're great if you are able to be motivated at home. And I just can't. I get so distracted being at home, and I just kind of think I get lazy trying to work out at home. If you can do it, I highly suggest it because it saves you money. I am on a family plan with Ted and his brother Jake and another friend of ours, and so I pay $7.50 a month at Fitness 19, and it has everything I need. But if you can work out from home, I highly recommend it. The beach body workouts are amazing. I just find that I am not as motivated doing those, and I'm enjoying the strength training a little bit more with actual weights and machines. So it just depends on what you like. If you like the weight machines and stuff like that, then obviously a gym's a little bit better. If you enjoy like the high intensity cardio type stuff or kickboxing or whatever, then the beach body workouts are great. There's a ton of YouTube videos. There's so many avenues to get free workout content. So I personally just have a hard time working out at home. I just get too lazy. It's one of the reasons why I ended up moving out of my house to a studio for work for a while, because I needed to kind of like get my butt back into gear into filming. So the Katy Hearn fitness thing that I'm doing right now is fantastic because all of the machines are at my gym. It's all laid out for me really easily, and it's a program that I can reuse and reuse. So it's an 8-week program. As soon as those 8 weeks are up, I go back to the next one. I'm tracking how much weight I'm doing so that when I redo the plan in 8 weeks or 5 weeks now, I can just improve on my weight. Next is, what is your favorite ab exercise that you feel really works? Well, I have a lot of ab exercises that work. One that I did recently is you do this 5 times, and it's 10 crunches, 10 90-degree crunches, 10 leg up straight crunches, and then 10 crunches to your left and 10 crunches to your right. You take a minute break in between and you do that 5 times. That killed my abs. I also like the back extension machine, which you basically are kind of leaning at an incline with your hips off, and you go all the way down and you come up till your back is like straight. You can do those, do them with a weight, then you can lean on your side and go down and do them sideways, and it really works those love handles. Those are probably my favorite ab exercises to do. Another question asked, what do you drink soda and what do you order when you go to a coffee shop? I don't really drink soda very often anymore. It's literally occasionally when I go out to a restaurant. Most of the time I just order water, but probably once every 4 to 6 months I will have a Shirley Temple, because that is like my drink of choice, that or Dr. Pepper. And at a coffee shop, if I'm at Dutch Bros, it's my German chocolate freeze with whipped cream. But like I said, I've really just not been craving it as much. So if I go to Dutch Bros, it's either that and I get a smaller drink now because I can't finish a whole one, or I get like a skinny iced Kahlua Kicker, or if I go to Starbucks, I get a skinny iced caramel macchiato stirred. But lately I've actually really enjoyed their new berry sangria. That is amazing. It's their herbal sangria tea. It tastes delicious. It's 210 calories for a venti size, and it's so good. And I've kind of been switching towards more tea drinks than coffee drinks, which doesn't usually happen in my life. So, you know, growing up over here. So another question is how long do I work out? And that really varies. On the days that I have cardio, I find that it's a full hour workout. The days that I don't do cardio, I feel like it's about 45 minutes. How do I say no to cravings? And honestly, I haven't really had cravings. Okay, I lie. Yesterday I was craving Taco Bell. I gave into it because on the weekends I allow myself to cheat if I'm going to cheat. Mainly because I believe if you deprive yourself of something, you're just gonna crave it even more. And to me, I'm not dieting. Dieting is always temporary. Diets don't work. However, if you are changing your lifestyle, it definitely is a long-term thing. And so this is a lifestyle change. It's not a fad. It's not a diet. It's not like a, you know, I'm gonna work out for a month or two and then like never work out again. So I've been making healthier choices, and if I crave like a piece of chocolate, I'll let myself have a piece of chocolate. Now, obviously, like you do it in moderation. So if you're like, oh, I'm craving pizza, you let yourself have a slice or two of pizza with like a salad or something healthy. You don't eat the whole freaking pizza. So it's kind of just like that. It's in moderation. So if I want something, I let myself have a little bit. And honestly, like the more that I have worked out and the more that I have seen my body changing in the way that I want it to, the less I'm craving crappy food, which You'd think like the less you eat crappy food, the more you're gonna crave it. No, my body's like detoxing itself of crap, and I just don't crave it very much. You just need to make the decision if it's worth it or not. And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. Had Taco Bell yesterday because I was craving it. I had 2 chicken chalupas, felt like crap after, and was like, okay, you're not skipping out on cardio tomorrow. And to me, I was like, okay, that tasted good for about 10 minutes. And then I like hated myself all night long. And the next day I was feeling gross. So I think you just kind of learn like, I may be craving this, but I don't think it's worth it. Maybe I'll go eat an apple. Yeah. This is a great question. What sort of food do you make that cater to Ethan? And honestly, I have always kind of cooked the same type of meals. I feel like my dinners are always quite healthy. It's always, you know, either chicken and vegetables or like some kind of stir fry. I don't cook with a lot of butter. I don't cook with a lot of like fat. And I just kind of make foods that I know that he likes. Now, if I'm going to cook something that I know he doesn't like, he always loves pasta. So making him some pasta is usually pretty easy. But I've always had this philosophy, because it's the way I grew up, is I'm not going to make multiple meals for my kids. So I have 1 kid now, but I would like to have 2 or 3 more. And so I'm not going to make different meals for all of them. And I grew up a super picky eater, and I hate that about myself. So I'm trying to force myself to eat things that I normally wouldn't eat. And I had somebody like comment something really rude once about saying I was a picky eater. And it's because I grew up in Alaska, and where we lived, I didn't get fresh fruits or vegetables. A lot of the food was canned, and we kind of ate the same stuff because there wasn't a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables available. And I just never grew up eating that. And so as an adult, when I finally was like, had access to good fruits and vegetables, I had never really acquired a taste to most of them. So now as an adult, I'm trying to like, you know, peppers and tomatoes and all this other stuff that I just don't really like, because I just didn't grow up with that. And so I work really hard at making Ethan eat a bunch of stuff that I don't like, because I don't want him to be picky. And we have a rule in my house that no matter what I cook, you have to try 2 bites, because by the first bite you've already decided you don't like it and you haven't even tried it. So the first bite kind of doesn't count. And so the second bite is like the true unbiased bite. So everything that I cook, Ethan has to try 2 bites, and if after 2 bites he decides he doesn't like it, then we can discuss other options for dinner. But yeah, I mean, everything I cook, he eats. I try to make foods that I know that he likes that are also healthy, and I've never kind of cooked crap food, so it's been pretty easy. Neither Ethan nor I like cheese, so that's super easy. We don't eat mac and cheese. We don't eat anything really cheesy, except for I do like pizza. But yeah, it's just super easy, and I highly recommend trying the 2-bite rule. But this has been really great for me. I've been doing really good at tracking my improvement, and I'm super motivated every morning to go into the gym. I'm really excited about working out, and I've never really experienced that before. So like I said at the beginning of this video, don't use Instagram and social media to be envious or compare yourself to anybody else. We're all made beautiful and perfect, and if you're wanting to change your body, if you're wanting to change the way your body looks, it's just going to take hard work and dedication. And so instead of comparing yourself to who you see on Instagram, I think this goes more beyond just like workout stuff, but instead of comparing yourself to how good someone does their makeup, or how good somebody does their winged liner or their brows, or how great their butt looks, or how skinny they are, or whatever, instead of using that to compare yourself and put yourself down and look at what they have and what you don't, use that as motivation to getting into shape and doing it in a healthy way. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take hard work, and it's going to take sacrifice, but it'll be worth it because you're going to feel great. And if it's a makeup thing, like if somebody does amazing winged liner and you think your winged liner sucks, because I'm there, I think my winged liner sucks, but I'm going to say it is on point today because I have been practicing. It has been, it is a challenge to get good wing liner, especially if you have like a little bit more hooded eyes like I do. I don't have the beautiful shape of eyes like Jaclyn Hill has. I just don't. I don't have that eye shape. And so for me, it takes a lot of practice to try to get good winged liner. And so instead of being like, oh, my eyes are just so crappy, caught myself there, my eyes are crappy, they're droopy, they're this, they're hooded, blah, 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 blah. Poor me, I can think, okay, let's look up videos on how to do wing liner on hooded eyes, and I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna keep practicing, and eventually I'm gonna slay a winged liner. And I slayed a winged liner today because this whole weekend I've been looking at videos of how to do winged liner on hooded eyes. I see girls with these beautiful makeup Instagram pictures, and I'm always like, I can't get good pictures. It always looks bad. I do that all the time. So this weekend, I spent hours watching YouTube videos and researching how to take good Instagram makeup photos. And I slayed my makeup photo today. So all I'm saying is, instead of comparing yourself and thinking, this person is on a pedestal, they're so great, their body is great, their makeup is perfect, their life is blah, 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 and thinking yours isn't, stop and use it as motivation. If you want to have like an amazing YouTube career, which it can happen, it's just gonna take hard work. If you wanna have a killer body, it's gonna take hard work. Now, your body may not look like mine or Katy Hearn's or Tammy Hembro or a Victoria's Secret supermodel, but you can be in the best version of yourself. And I know that I'm never gonna look like a Victoria's Secret supermodel. It's just not possible. I am 5'1". I am not 5'9". So I just have to be happy with the way my body looks and use the things that I admire and admire it, but don't envy it. And I think that's the key, is you can admire people and you can use their success or things that you admire or appreciate about them and use them to fuel you and use them as motivation to whatever it is. Apply it to whatever it is, whether it's a job, whether it's like being more outgoing, whether it's makeup, whether it's fitness, whatever it is, whether it's having a big, beautiful house. Instead of being envious, admire it and use that to motivate your hustle. And I know you guys can do it. And it's been a challenge for me. There's been a lot of things that I have been super envious of, and it can get to a point where it's unhealthy. And what I've started doing is like, okay, stop putting this, that, and the other thing up on this pedestal and putting myself down here, because in reality, we're all people, we're all human, we're all the same. We're all the same. Nobody is here and nobody is down here. We are all the same. And it's just how much hustle you're going to put into it. So I hope that was helpful. That's my little like soapbox, a little soapbox talk. And I obviously got super passionate. You would think I was Italian with how much I talk with my hands. My sister's Italian. And I have a lot of Italian friends, and they're very handsy as far as expressions. Not that kind of handsy, but like they talk with their hands a lot. And I find when I get super excited or passionate about things, I'm like, talking with my hands. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope this answered your questions. I want to do more fitness videos. I want to do more encouraging, like pump you up talks. So if you like this video, thumbs it up. Leave more questions down in the comments below. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I'm going to try to post more about fitness and food and life and all of that. So follow my Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. This obviously, subscribe please, I'd appreciate it. And yeah, I would love to hear about your guys' fitness journeys. What are some of your favorite foods to eat? What do you like for pre-workout, post-workout? What are your favorite workouts? Leave those in the comments below. I love when you guys leave suggestions, not only for myself, but also for everybody else who reads the comments. They get great ideas. They get help from it too. So we're all helping each other. We're all working together. We're all encouraging each other. So yeah, this has been a positive video. I'm excited. I haven't had very much coffee today, and that's good because I haven't drank much caffeine, and I used to drink a lot, and I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's fun. I think that's it. I think I answered most of the questions about when I work out, how I work out, how many days, and what kind of body parts I work out. I mean, I work out my whole body, but you know, like whatever. This encouraged you guys, gave you guys some ideas. I will link anything that I talked about in the video in the description box. I'll link it all in the description box. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.